It is being called the biggest meth bust in Colorado's history. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. The DEA says it seized more than 700 pounds of meth hidden in produce boxes. This was at a home in Lakewood. The bust is part of a 1,000 pounds of meth they say they've now taken off the streets. For more on what he learned from the court documents, here's investigative reporter Jeremy Hahola. Jeremy.
Yeah, federal investigators would not get into specific details about this bust during their announcement today, but we got the court records that show 15 people have been indicted for drug crimes and describe a massive meth bust at this home in Lakewood way back in April. According to court records, here's what they found inside this Lakewood home near Colorado Mills Mall. About 800 cardboard squash pear boxes that each had packages of meth in the side paneling. The purity test on this stuff, according to these records, came back at 98%. Investigators believe this high-grade meth was made in Mexico and then brought up here to the Denver area for sale and distribution right out of this home. And not only did they find meth, they found lab equipment and chemicals used to convert meth for distribution. DEA officials say this bust involved confidential informants, GPS tracking, cell phone tracking, wiretapping, and undercover buys.
While fentanyl is absolutely the deadliest drug threat our nation has ever seen, the purity and potency of the methamphetamine produced by the Mexican cartels in super labs down in Mexico is a major contributor to the overdose epidemic which our nation has experienced over the course of recent years. While the state and nationwide overdose numbers have declined year over year, here in Denver County we are on pace for yet another unfortunate record of drug overdoses.
And we looked at those numbers. Drug overdose deaths are up 22% here in Denver over the last year. But this bust was tied to other drug busts in Colorado, including another 96 pounds of meth found on a guy in Vail last year. Federal investigators would not take any questions about this investigation today during their announcement, but the documents do reveal this alleged drug ring operated in multiple states, with this home in Lakewood being a key location for processing and distribution of those drugs. Phil, back to you.
And Jeremy, I fully understand they weren't taking questions today, so your information is limited from the documents, but he mentioned fentanyl, and we've been talking a lot about fentanyl. Has methamphetamine sort of made a comeback, or is this unique to this bust?
Well, it sounds like methamphetamine, based on what they're saying today, has always been around, but because of these purity levels coming from Mexico, it's still a highly sought after drug. So, I mean, it's still out there, and it's clear meth is still around with this 700-pound bust.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, thank you.